I'm gonna record as well, so I can
Okay.
upload it. Let's see. Let me refresh my yield thingamabigger. I like how people still use that thingamabigger. That's still a thing. Is that still a thing?
Mhm.
It is. Let me let Gray know so he can see how it looks. Since he was asking about it. But yeah, so how's your morning?
It's been going good, man. No complaints so far. I have some coffee. Um, Woke up, read some COVID-19 news, trying to keep up to date on that. Uh,
With the
what
COVID.
about you? How's your morning going?
I woke up at 7 a.m. and I was like, man, I can't wait to close my eyes and go back to sleep. And I go, wait, never mind. I got a podcast. So I got up. Sounds my morning up. I'm not even shitting you. I was like, all right, I'm going to get some more sleep. And I go, oh, wait, I have plans today. So I got up. I'm going to go to sleep extra tomorrow since I'm off tomorrow. I don't know if you're off for Memorial Day or not.
No, I work.
Lame.
Yep.
Who does that? Oh, yuck. Anyway,
Yeah,
we're gonna get to the live scene so they can see your face. Look at us, we're so pretty. Yay!
man.
Some people
What's up?
call me an ugly model. It's because I'm ugly, but I'll let it go. But yeah, so I guess first things first, we can talk about the COVID-19. Kind of get that integrated in.
Okay.
I do know someone with COVID-19. His family has it. His mother, not his mother, his grandmother and his grandfather both have it, and apparently the grandfather got over it like within a week, easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Mhm.
Then the grandmother sadly is still ill, and then the other guy, the main guy, he's fine. He just had like I heard it's like real hard on the ribs because of your lungs,
Yeah.
but other
Okay.
than that, I don't know.
Well, yeah, I heard it makes it harder to breathe than usual. So that makes sense.
Yeah, I didn't know if.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
well, so a guy at my work actually wasn't feeling too well and went to get tested, and he tested positive. And basically, the only thing that my work did was they took like four of us that worked in close proximity to this guy and made us all go get tested, and all of us tested negative besides the kid that obviously tested positive. But he doesn't really have that many symptoms. Like he had the fever, of course, and
Mm-hmm.
then felt dizzy, but he didn't have any trouble breathing. He had like a dry cough, which is another symptom. But after a couple of days of him resting, he feels pretty good, but he can't come back to work until it's been 2 weeks. So
That's fair. I know.
yeah.
I know with the whole testing and the whole COVID-19 and the whole thing, it's a big crisis right now. And I just think that if you feel like you have symptoms, go to the hospital, get tested, and
Well, the
if you're
scary part is, even if you don't have symptoms, you could still carry it. Even if you
yeah,
have no symptoms whatsoever, you could still carry it.
because I know a
And
lot of older people are ignoring the signs, the fever, stuff like that, saying, "Oh, it's just I'm getting old," and that's how they sadly overcome to the COVID-19 is by not getting tested, not getting treatment. They just kind of ignore it, treat it like the flu. Um,
yeah, but what I'm saying is, not only that, like for example, younger people that it wouldn't affect as much. Sometimes people don't show any symptoms at all,
yeah,
and you
no.
bring them into a household with older people, and then it affects them because if they catch it, then it won't end so well. But I will say that I was looking at some statistics, and South Korea was one of the first countries to start testing for COVID-19 in January of this year.
Yeah,
The U.S. didn't start testing until March.
yeah, because we disbanded
So,
crisis prevention, I think. Not CDC, but the thing that I'm not going to get political, but Obama created it, or we've had it around when Obama was around, and if a disease happened, he'd catch it. Like Ebola, we stopped it at its tracks. Trump came into office, then disbanded it, I think, a year ago. And
well, the whole issue is so
we don't really deal with
testing anyone and everyone that wanted to get tested. We were only testing people with severe symptoms.
Yeah.
And the issue is, like I said earlier, you can have mild or no symptoms and still have it. And the issue then becomes are you really social distancing if you're allowing people to go to work that have mild or no symptoms and you haven't tested them to see if they had COVID-19, you know?
Yeah, we should be
that's
technically
how it's still spreading.
We should technically have to do bi-weekly testing. If it didn't cost money to get the test as much as I think it costs like $3,000 per, but I don't know if it dropped its price or not. Also, Maddie Uchia, yes, it is in the morning. I stated that earlier. It is in the morning. That's why we have coffee, and that's why we're still able to stay awake.
Yes, I'm ready.
But yeah, I just think everybody just needs to be careful. I don't think churches should be open. No offense to the religious people. I just don't think churches should be open. I don't think they're at a safe place right now. I think they should just continue with their live streams and do it from there. I'm pretty sure Jesus would be okay with that because he prayed in dirt and in a tent. So if he can do that, a church is where you make it, in my opinion. So as long as you stay faithful and loyal to whatever religion you believe in, be safe. You know, people are doing what's it called? They're doing they'll go have barbecues out in public just to go against because they think the government's trying to control you. But it's like the government's actually just trying to open everything up so the economy doesn't collapse. So it's like, it doesn't make any sense, their argument, because it makes me confused, because I really am confused. Because I'm like, just stay inside. They're not controlling you. Our governor in Mississippi, he actually wants everything to be back open. He doesn't want to shut everything down, but yet people act like the government wants to shut things down.
So, are restaurants open for y'all?
Yes. Again? We are not allowed to sit indoors if we want. My parents do that. I really don't. I'd rather just get my food, eat it at home. I don't really give a shit. They like everybody goes to a restaurant.
Everyone likes it for the atmosphere.
Yeah, the atmosphere, and the food's more fresh. 100% agree. Like, the only restaurant I'll go and sit down in is Fusion. That's an Asian restaurant. It's because I know them specifically are being extra cautious, everything. But a server coming up to me with a mask does not make me feel safe. I know the mask is to prevent you getting me sick. But it's like, I don't know. I know in like Japanese cultures or Asian cultures, they'll put masks on and then walk around because they're sick. And that's what kind of feeling I get from that is that they are sick. But I know they aren't because they wouldn't be able to work. But like I said, I still go to the gym, so I can't really talk smack. But I'll wipe my stuff down when I'm done. But like if I'm like really sweaty, I just wipe the whole thing down. So nobody catch it. But other than that, nobody coughs, nobody does anything there. And I don't know, like if I ever do get it, I'm not gonna sneak out and work out. I'm just gonna take the 2 weeks to rest.
I'll tell you what, I haven't been coughing, but I've been sneezing a lot just because I have bad allergies. And I'm super like resentful for it. I don't think that's a good word, but like every time I sneeze, I'm just like, oh shit, people think I have COVID-19, especially in public, you know.
Yeah.
Even though that's not really like a big symptom, I just feel like because everyone kind of like shuns people that are sick, you know, because of it.
Yeah.
But
like I said, when it comes to the gym, I cough like when I lift heavy weight, and then when I sit down after the gym, I'll do a heavy set, I'll stand up and I'll start coughing because I don't know, I'm pretty sure secondhand smoke. My lungs just need to cough, and I cough and I look around. You know what I mean? Like my dad, he coughs all the time.
Yeah.
So it's like he coughed. Like this was like, you can't say it's COVID-19 at this point because he's been coughing since January, and I don't think COVID carries that long. But He'll cough and
Well,
he'll look up
yeah,
as a joke and look around, playing a joke, but you know what I mean? But other than that, it's kind of, as long as everybody's safe and stuff, we should be good. I
well,
would like to
COVID's
think.
been around since 2019, so it's been here before January.
Yeah, but the cough wouldn't continue.
Oh, well, yeah. I know. Yeah,
So let's move
I
on
don't know
to...
if you saw the updates for Warzone.
Yeah. No, what are the updates?
Well, there was a video, there was a teaser showing Season 4 for Warzone. Might involve Captain Price.
Okay.
Which, he's the guy from Modern Warfare 2, COD 4, you know.
He's also in the new game, too.
Yeah, he's in the new one. Also, there's a new MP7 blueprint called the Mud Drawber, and you can unlock it by following a sequence of Morse code involving phones. There's 9 locations you need to enter in order to unlock the infamous Bunker 11, and inside you will find the blueprint for the MP7.
Is it pretty looking?
But it looks pretty cool, but the issue is, even if you do all the, because I've heard of this, in order, a lot of people go to Plunder because it's not as insane and you can respawn and do all that. But the funny thing is, people will camp just above Bunker 11. It's at like the top northwest of the map.
It just sounds like
once people open it, they'll just keep trying to kill you, so that way you can't do it. They're like really toxic. But
that's why I don't think Warzone engaged weapons. I think like if you get like 60 wins, you should get a skin. I think stuff like that's more goal oriented.
Well, I mean, it's really just Easter egg. It doesn't change much because blueprint weapons at the end of the day are mostly just cosmetic.
I run gold, so at the same time, like as much as I love my other skins, if I don't have it gold, I just use striped. The stripe that changes orange to green because it's 2 hues, looks really nice, has those stripes. That's what I pick. I kind of stick with skins that look cool, but I purchase anime skins, but I don't wear it on my gun because I have a gold gun.
So I was playing with Hippie, and he has the. Oh, you were there.
Those pink
and
tracers.
He has the anime gun with the pink tracer rounds. I don't mind the anime. I don't mind that at all.
To me, I hate tracer
rounds. It's so dumb because it gives away your location. Because you can see that flying in the air from a mile away.
Yep.
It's just
giant pink bullets.
Yep.
But yeah, ever since I saw tracer rounds, I thought it was stupid. I've gotten so many kills from tracer people because they'll shoot through a window. You see them with a sniper rifle, pop them, and then you see their friend trying to revive them through the window, and you just pop them as well, and then team wipe. It's just such a signifying. Hey, here's my thingy. You know, they're dancing around, trying to get shot. Everything. I don't know. I emote a lot, but at least my emotes don't tell me my location. I'm just doing fisting in the air. That's about it. Sums up my emotes. But it's just, I don't know. I couldn't use tracer rounds. I tried. I hate that gun that they give you in the game that has tracer rounds. I think it's the RAM. Is what they give the RAM with thermal.
The Snapdragon. I think.
The shot.
The green.
The shot dragon. I just don't like it. I don't like using the gun. I don't like picking it up. I avoid it. Even if I have an M4 Bear, I prefer that over the Snapdragon. I don't like thermal. Just don't like thermals. I tell everybody, I think thermals are for people who can't see.
Okay, well, to be honest, there's the Street Lightning, and there's another. What is it? Is that the M13? But I don't know. It's either M13 or M4. But those guns are actually decent to pick up.
Oh yeah, those are. I just don't like thermal. Just the scope's a turn off. I like the MP7, but I wish they quit putting ACOGs on them and put red dots.
To try to balance, because they did have the MP7 iron sight in the game, and they took it out because it was too OP. That's their way of trying to balance it, because it's a super OP gun, but then you put a sight on it that has a lot of recoil. It makes it harder for most people to use.
Oh yeah, I figured that out. I went there, I aimed, and all of a sudden my bullets are flying out. Like, you know, it's already hitting. I'm in America, and the bullets are hitting in China.
They're in Narnia.
Yeah, dude, shit somewhere else I can't see them. They're like, they're all over the place. I got a kill with it, but I don't know.
I know exactly what you're talking about. You're talking about the MP7 Reverence.
Yeah, I liked it, but it snaps though. It snaps real quick into the scope. But
yeah, what I always do when I pick it up is because it's got the hybrid, I always flip to the less zoomed in, less magnified scope.
Yeah. It's not a red dot, but it's something like that.
It's a hybrid.
Yeah. I just wish it would go red dot, but then red dot would be more OP than the ACOG. Man, I've been sneezing. Bless. Thank you. Yeah, I sneeze like a horse. That's weird. But yeah, other than that, I think Warzone just needs to. I like the classic mode. I think that's pretty interesting. But I feel like so many people have been pampered with the new settings and most game modes like Apex, or not game modes, other games like Apex. Fortnite's been copying a lot. I say copying, but genuinely getting great ideas from other people and then using them.
Okay, to be fair, I feel like Apex had the good idea of allowing people to be revived once they were dead.
And pinging.
Like, not revived, but resurrected, I guess.
Yeah.
Because that was a huge reason behind people wanting to play Apex, because every other Battle Royale to that point was super punishing, and that just puts into perspective, like, how, not bad, but just how much harder it was, and it's just not fun, because it's just, like, it's too brutal. Like, you look at Modern Warfare's Warzone, they have the classic mode, and playing that after not playing a Battle Royale similar to that for so long, to where there's no buy station, no gulag, so if you die, you're just dead. There's no way to come back. And that shit's just super brutal, and I'm thankful that they have what they have in the game, because playing that mode makes the game modes like that they have now seem a lot better.
Yeah.
And it just kind of puts it in perspective, because H1Z1 wasn't like, or H1Z1, PUBG, all that stuff, that was super brutal.
Yeah.
But
I can get the appeal. Like I remember playing PUBG when it first came out, because I played. I remember heard about the Arma 3 had a because I thought it was pretty interesting that Bluehole, the company who made PUBG, made it off of a mod of Arma 3. This was before H1Z1 came out. This is when DayZ was still a thing. Remember DayZ? Plays on.
Yeah, people actually still go back and play that game. I actually have a couple friends that play it.
DayZ's fun. I like DayZ. I think DayZ's awesome. And then you have a whole bunch of clones. I copied DayZ, and I think Bluehole grabbed DayZ's servers. I think they talked to them about it, and then used that to help create Battle Royale. H1Z1 was originally a zombie game. People keep forgetting that for some reason, even though it's all over the whole game. And then it did the same thing as DayZ did, and what PUBG did, and I think around the same time they both kind of dropped out, like dropped their Battle Royale, and then everybody was doing it. But then I think Fortnite came out as Fortnite was never supposed to be a Battle Royale. Fortnite was supposed to be a horde survivor game where you fight against a whole bunch of zombies and stuff.
Oh, you're talking about Save the World.
Yeah, that was its original game, and then they realized, fuck, nobody's gonna buy this. Why not just play Battle Royale for free? I own the game. I was pumped for Fortnite back in the day. I was like, man, this game is pretty wicked. It's awesome. I'll just pick a character, run around, fight against zombies. It's a pretty chill, easy game. Turns out, Battle Royale got more popular. I don't think they really do any more updates to Save the World anymore, so it's not really a valuable game anymore to play. But that's
actually a big thing that I was watching on Fortnite about the Save the World that was actually kind of fun to watch, but it's kind of fucked up, is basically you could collect these super high level items that would kill zombies almost instantly, and you could trade in that game. And the way you could trade between player and player is you just invite them to your world or whatever, and you just have like a little 1x1 because it was building just like Fortnite, like what you know it now, and you would just drop your gun and then someone else would pick it up. But there was people that would go around scamming people, and it was just fun to watch these people like anti-scam. So like they would have like someone, usually a kid, trying to scam people, and then this guy would be like, "Yo, this kid's trying to scam. Now watch me scam him." And then, sure enough, the kid tried to scam him, and he was like, "I'm gonna pretend like I didn't see that," and then he would get the other guy to drop his stuff and then just take it all, and then the kid would be pissed off, and it was pretty funny.
I don't know. I only played solo modes. I played with like one random person before, but
I've never actually played the Save the World mode, but
it's pretty chill if you just want to sit back and take your time, because it's not really a hard game.
I've never really been into zombies though. I've always liked playing straight up multiplayer, knowing I'm playing against someone else.
Well, Left 4 Dead. I remember we played a lot of Left 4 Dead.
That was fun, but I don't know. That was definitely a lot different than zombies in like because that wasn't really repetitive. That was like different levels and trying to, you know, because I feel like the like Call of Duty zombies and, you know, Save the World would be a little different, but it's just kind of repetitive, you know?
I'm not really a zombie.
Save the World, you'd be building your own little fortress or whatever, which would be cool, but then again, it would seem to get repetitive. And then Left 4 Dead, they had so many different zombies, and they had like the huge fat ones that if you shoot them, they like blow up. It was pretty cool. And then the witch.
Yeah, the witches.
Was crazy.
Yeah, like I said, I can't play Call of Duty Zombies. I played with Taylor not too long ago, and it's just like,
it's just stale for me.
I'm bored. Like, I'll sit there, I'll die on purpose because I don't want to play.
Yeah.
Like, I remember me and my ex, we used to play it all the time. No offense to her or anything, she just really loves zombies, and she's really good at zombies. But you put her in multiplayer, I hate it. So we'll play zombies like all the time, and it's like we'll get to like round 30 and then we'll die, and I'm just like, thank God. So let's go again. And I'm just like, oh man.
Well, the thing is, zombies can't shoot back.
I can't, but shit, when they're all cluttered up, all you're doing is running around in circles. Because at that point, you're running and throwing grenades behind you, cooking them, and it's just it's like I said, it's a neat game. But there's people who are out there dedicated to zombies, and I can see why. And there's people who are dedicated to multiplayer like you who prefer the multiplayer. I think zombies is okay. I think zombies is a pretty neat idea, but I don't think... I know zombies can sell a game. If Warzone was never out and they said, all right, guys, we're coming out with zombies, I think people would be okay and buy Call of Duty for zombies.
Yeah, for sure. But the thing is, we transitioned into people enjoy a good multiplayer, and pairing that up with like a last man standing mode, like battle royales, you see how popular it is.
I think they should, for battle royale, I think they should, for classic, they should go to 100, not 150.
I don't even want to touch on that subject. I don't enjoy the classic mode.
Yeah, because the way I think about it is 150 is a lot, but as I've had this argument with a lot of people, but a good kick point back to me would be, well, you can respawn. Because 150, it's crowded, it's super busy. Well, when I'm in your servers, when I play with like people like KK, who's still doesn't, I think they go by win ratio maybe. I don't know how they do it, but when we play in KK's games, when KK's with us, we don't get that many tough people. Like when we land by that place that we typically always land at, I'm not gonna say because people will start doing it, but if where we typically land, when we land at that zone, when I'm with you and Hippie, there's people there all the time. But whenever we're with KK and just Taylor and me, when we land there, nobody. It's just like two people maybe. And it's like in a primal, it's in the middle spot. So it makes me confused why nobody's doing it. So I think it's because of the server, because she's still not 155, but then again, you're level 10, but I think we're playing with Hippie. I still think it's semi, just a smidge off of wins on who you play with. Like, if you have 70 wins...
It's kind of weird. So, I know for a fact that there is skill-based matchmaking. They said that there wasn't, but that was also to deter people from thinking there was, which I don't know. That's a whole another thing. But I don't know if it could be either based off of kill death ratio or wins, but I want to say it's probably kill death, because the way that they try to explain it is they will put a bunch of people that are most likely hackers, like people with high kill death ratios, I'm assuming, in a bunch of the same lobbies. So if that's not skill-based matchmaking, I don't know what it is. So I imagine when we played our first few games and I'm a low level, I'd probably show up as someone that's hacking, because I think by the end of it, I probably had like a over 3 or 4 kill death ratio, just because we didn't play that many games and I dropped like 10 kills a couple of times, you know.
Yeah, even I'm dropping kills. Like, when I play, it's like when I play with you guys, I barely get any kills. Well, then again, you guys are kill hungry, so before I even get the chance to see them, they're already dead. Like, it's so weird. Like, when I play with Taylor, he goes, "All right, I'm going to this building." I'm like, "All right, cool." I keep thinking he's like you, and he'll just drop them all. Because you'll go in there, kill all 3, come back out, totally fine. And then Taylor goes up there, "All right, guys, I'm dead. Where were you?" I was like, "Oh, oops, I forgot." You know what I mean? Because but I remember I was sniping, because for some reason KK is not comfortable with sniping yet, and Taylor's controller, of course, is broken. But I'll pop them off, man. Like, I'll pop off. I'm like, damn, I feel like Gary. When we got 14 kills in that win, dude, that was so good. And then, you know what's even sad about that? At the end credits, where it shows your people, she died, right? She died. She's in a helicopter. My guy, not in the helicopter. And I'll survive, man. I got 14 kills. I'm not even in the fucking... I like it because of the helicopter, damn it. Give me the helicopter. That's like the most satisfying part about Call of Duty, in my opinion, is the entrance, where you're walking out all badass, and then when you win, you're in a fucking helicopter. It's nice. PUBG just says winner, winner, chicken dinner. Fortnite is fucking for kids.
Winner.
And then you have Apex, which I think is a phenomenal game that I wish I'd played more of back in the day. But I have PC. I just don't want to play on console with a mouse and keyboard shooter-wise. I don't mind playing like football, baseball, anything like that. But when it comes to like shooters, mouse and keyboards...
Apex is definitely a different beast on PC. The people that play that game are insane.
Well, we should play sometime. That'd be pretty fun. But I truly enjoy... I liked Apex when I played it. Apex introduced pinging, which now Call of Duty does, Fortnite does, PUBG I don't think does that anymore. Does that at all, because they don't want to do anything to their game, because they know it'll crash.
That was actually huge, because before you had to look at the compass and then say, "Oh, there's someone at 199 north," or you know.
Yeah, pinging makes so much sense.
And then you have to
think about it. Pinging makes so much sense.
No, it does.
It really does.
No one thought about it until, you know, Apex.
Well, because Apex, apparently Titanfall, I watched a mini documentary series. I think it was called What is Titanfall 2? And the guy said...
Titanfall 3, you mean?
Yeah. Because
it came out with 2.
It's technically Titanfall 3, because it is. It takes place in the same universe. But it takes place in the same atmosphere, if that makes any sense. Like... If they said that if you take these guys out, they were going to bring Titans in, but they realized Titans would be so overpowered that they just said, fuck it. It's in the same universe, same timeline as I think Titanfall 2, but without Titans, because Titans are OP. I wish Fortnite didn't knew that when they made the fucking giant mech thing they introduced. But
yeah, but I heard that a lot of people hated that.
Well, they did. OP. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like, they didn't listen, because Apex, they said that what they did was they listened to the complaints that people were doing, complaining about there's no pinging
Good.
system. They complain about you can't be revived. So they said, fuck it, let's do it. So they actually listened to feedback of what people were complaining about and then implemented into the game. And I just don't like how they're forced you to play trios. I wish there was solo mode, but their whole sell when it first came out was you can revive people. So I get why they did trios, because you can always revive someone. Picking up items. I think it's interesting. Also, Call of Duty is also listening to their feedback. I've noticed Call of Duty listens very well, for the most part. I think they listen to the majority voice over the biggest voice. I doubt if Shroud said, "You guys should get rid of this." I doubt they'll say, "Okay, well, Shroud's the only person complaining. We're not going to do it." But I feel like if 50,000 people said, or like I say 100, let's say 1 million people say, "Hey, look, we don't want this anymore," and Shroud said, "I want it," they're going to listen to the 100 million to people than they would.
The shitty part about the COD community is people complain, and then they do make changes, and it's usually for the worse.
Well, yeah, no offense.
That's the whole reason we switched from boost to ground to jetpacks. Then we realized that jetpacks weren't good upon the first release, AW, Advanced Warfare. And we were like, yo, jetpacks suck. And then they were like, well, shit, because you know how they go on the 1 to 2 year change where Infinity Ward's working on one, and then
Treyarch is working on the other.
Yeah, so what happened was Advanced Warfare came out, we were like, this shit's weird, and then eventually we were like, this shit sucks, we don't like this, and then they swapped it off to the next game, and then because at that point they were like, oh shit, we already made the next game, we have to push this through, it's another jetpack game. And then they finally came out with like a decent one, in my opinion, Black Ops 3.
Yeah, Black Ops 3 was good.
Which was probably the best jetpack game in my opinion.
Yeah.
And then they killed it because we said, oh, we hate jetpacks. Which, to be fair, like we were ready for a boots on the ground game. But then they came out with World War II soon after, and that game sucked.
I think World War II came out at the wrong time.
Well, the issue is no one likes the Vietnam games, the old games. World at War, the original one, was fun, but everyone remembers the good stuff. It was only fun, in my opinion, because it was the first game that came out with zombies. The multiplayer wasn't anything great.
I liked it because of the explosions. Like, you could put a bouncing Betty and it bounce up, blow off their fucking legs. That's the shit I liked about it. It was just hilarious because you put up a bouncing Betty, the dogs. It was only 3 kill streaks.
Okay, I will say, what was it? Oh, that was Black Ops 1, actually. I don't think that was World at War. There was the game modes like Sticks and Stones.
Yeah, that was Black Ops, which also is a phenomenal game
Black
mode.
Ops 1.
By the way, they have one in the chamber now. In Call of Duty.
Modern Warfare?
Yeah, but it's only privated because they can't use it because of Treyarch, I'm assuming. Because One in the Chamber is a Treyarch game. I just wish Treyarch and Sledgehammer Studios would work together and get over this weird feud they have. I'm pretty sure if they work together, they'd come out with some badass shit.
It's so strange that they have 2 developers working on the same title, making different games.
Well, from what I heard,
releasing it under the same title.
From Bungie, was when they were...
Do they share assets?
I don't know. Infinity Ward will have... my bad. Sledgehammer Games would have to beg for zombies if they wanted it.
Well, yeah, they've never been able to release zombies.
They have. They did for the Modern Warfare one. What's that not Advanced Warfare? What's that new one that came out with? The one that everybody hated.
Infinity Warfare.
Infinity Warfare. Yeah, is that what it's called?
That game was terrible.
That's what I'm saying. Like they also came out with zombies that later on that year that people could play.
Because the game sucked so bad.
Yeah, Treyarch was like, yeesh.
That was when they released Modern Warfare Remastered because that game was so bad.
Oh, yeah. God,
and everyone was playing that.
It just blows my mind that the remastered was the reason they knew that people were just buying it for the remastered. Because I remember playing there's a small tournament we had at GameStop and watching the people play, and I just sat there and I couldn't watch it, man. It was just so bad. Yeah. So bad. And then, I don't know, it's just, I feel like they got out of touch. And then this year they came out with I feel like for Infinity War, Infinity War had a different team than the remastered. I feel like those were 2 separate teams. Team 2 made Modern Warfare Remastered and made it look fucking good. I'm talking about Black Ops graphics look like complete shit compared to Modern Warfare graphics. And then they came out with this game, which even peaked it out even more. I feel like they said, all right, Team 1, you do this. You're our main studio. You do this. Hey, backup team who we barely give any attention to, we'll give you a pay raise. Do Modern Warfare. They took it, and they fucking ran with it. B team ran with it, because you can tell it was a B team compared to the A team. Because the A team, they put a lot of effort in. Don't get me wrong. Infinity, they put a lot of effort into the games. You can never say that the developers didn't try. Because it's hard to code that shit, and I understand that they tried, they did their best. They just hit the mark, they missed the mark, they threw a dart, missed. But I feel like B team hit it on point, and people realized, oh hey, wait, we like that realistic look compared to the weird fuzzy graphics that Call of Duty games always had. So what they did on Modern Warfare
that was different is they came and they hired people that weren't working for Infinity Ward or Activision or Treyarch. It was all, or Sledgehammer. It was, they hired people to actually, what am I looking for? Because it's more, it was animators. Like, they hired people to actually more in-depth animate, like, guns and stuff, reloads. That's why this is the first Call of Duty to ever have the aim down sight while you're reloading.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, they got a B team. You know what I mean? It wasn't the B team ran with it, and they did a good job.
I'll say, yeah, they did a good job. But the one thing that I feel like is terrible is the map design, and it's a common theme. They've done the same type of map design, and they're not gonna change it. But the doors need to go. I hate that so much. Well, it's funny because you play games like Search and Destroy where all you have to do is check the bomb site. If you plant it, make sure they don't defuse. There's these corners where you can just creak open the door, you can see through a little line, and you can tell if they're defusing, and then you just open the door and shoot them, you know. It's just super cheesy. Yeah. And there's windows everywhere, so many different line of sights from different parts of the map. It's just, the map design's just way too over the top, in my opinion. That's one thing that Call of Duty did well was map design, having like 3 lanes for the most part, and then
I thought Black Ops 3 had pretty good maps.
Black Ops 3 had decent maps, yeah.
But I remember Call of Duty 2, Modern Warfare 2, to me had my favorite maps. I remember enjoying Modern Warfare 2 a lot more than Call of Duty Modern Warfare for some reason. But I loved both of them, don't get me wrong. But I feel like maps in Modern Warfare 2, which for some reason they haven't touched. Like, I don't know if they're fucking ignoring it, but nobody sat there and goes, man, Modern Warfare 3 deserves a map on this game. Nobody asked that. Yeah. The new Hard Hat map, I don't sit there and go, man, I miss Hard Hat. Don't get me wrong, it's a fun map. I actually enjoy it. I went and played Surge on it with the Crank. Fuck, Crank's a fun-ass game mode, man. You can't camp. You just can't. You get a kill, you have to move. Fucking love it. Good job on Crank. I thought Crank was going to be shit, but now I enjoy it. Taylor hates it.
Well, that came out in Call of Duty Ghost.
Good job, Ghost. Good job, Ghost. Proud on you on that one. I don't even like Ghost. That was awesome. But good job to you. That was cool, Ghost. I played Crank. I was playing Crank. I was like, man, I have 17 kills. Sweet. This is easy.
But the shitty part is, like, the timer's going down, and then you're like, oh, shit, I got to find somebody. Oh, fuck.
I did a prayer. I went on game chat, and I was like, get out of the way. I told the teammate who saw someone, I was like, get out of the way. I'm about to die. And I steal the kill, and I run away. Because I'm about to die, so I'm not going to die for that. I just thought it was entertaining. Hard Hat, I think, is a great map to a degree. I can see why they did it. At first, I was like,
was that Modern Warfare? That was Modern Warfare 3.
Modern Warfare 3, yep. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. They brought that game in. They need to bring in maps for Modern Warfare 2. You know what I mean? They need to bring up, like, what's some Call of Duty Modern MW2 maps? But there's, like...
Terminal, for one.
Terminal, dude. If they brought back Terminal, I'd be angry at the campers. But like I said, they need to bring back... Favela, Estate, High Rise. Dude, they brought High Rise back. Or Invasion. I'm surprised they didn't do Invasion.
Scrapyard. Scrapyard was a fun map.
Yeah, Scrapyard, Quarry. Remember Quarry? That's the map. I was like, Hard Hat looks like another Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 maps. Turns out I was thinking of Quarry. Because it looks like Quarry.
That one was a fun search and destroy map, but the thing that was annoying was you would get these people that would camp. You know how they have like the blocks, the white concrete blocks? There was like a certain area where you could get all the way to the top of it. Yeah.
Which one?
On Quarry.
Oh yeah, Quarry.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
The white concrete blocks, you see that? So behind to the left of where the crane is and stuff, there was like an area where you could get up top and you could just kind of like see over middle, and you could watch the cross from the bomb site, but it was hard for anyone else to see you. That's the only thing I didn't like about that map.
Yeah.
And then they have the construction site blocking the view. But
This is the
I'll
map.
say.
You know why they don't? You know why they don't bring high rise back, right?
Why?
Because of these spots right here are very campable, and they know specifically.
I don't know if you remember, you could literally get on top of the building.
Yeah, you could glitch it.
On purpose.
And then was there a teddy bear too that you could get if you get up top?
Yeah, well, they did it on purpose. The cranes were purposely set there so you could climb up top. But it was a risk because if you didn't catch the ladder, you were falling to your death.
Oh, yeah. Oh, remember Skid Row? With the toys and stuff like that? That is camper heaven, bro. That'd be cool if they brought this map
hallway
back.
With the stairs.
Yeah, they should bring back that map. I think they should bring back at least 3 maps per season of new stuff.
But the weird thing about this game is the time to kill is so fast.
You're talking about Cranked?
No. I'm talking about time to kill, meaning like you shoot like DPS wise, it's super high, so you die fast.
Yeah. Let me see. There's another one. I would love.
I honestly wouldn't be mad if they added like.
Remember Derail? Derail is
10%, 15% more health.
Garbage to me. Taylor thinks they have, because he says that he typically kills people with a certain amount of bullets and he counts them. But I also think
they could have nerfed whatever gun he's using.
M4.
I know that they nerfed the range and recoil on it.
Underpass was pretty cool. I think they should bring back Terminal.
That was a fun map, but it was always raining and it looked super gloomy.
People are begging for Terminal, in my opinion. I could see.
Terminal was a fan favorite for sure.
Yeah, they said that. Let me see. Hard Hat map. They said that it was the most asked for. The only truth a familiar construction site towering over an urban landscape. Blah 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 blah. I suck dick. Who cares? Blah blah blah. Call of Duty franchise for those experiencing it for the first time. Hard Hat, yes. I thought they had to put yes. From Call of Duty Modern Warfare. I don't
know. I was a fan of Arcaden. It was like the Russian mall. German mall. That one was super fun for search and destroy.
Yeah, previous Hard Hat was set near the first one.
Bootleg was another fun one. Hard Hat was pretty fun. I absolutely hated Outpost, which was the snow map. Underground was pretty fun too. For Modern Warfare 3.
It's pretty interesting. I wish. And I appreciate.
What are you looking at right now?
No, that's just the whole them releasing it.
Yeah.
They said people were asking for it, which I never seen anybody make a post about it. But I feel like they're holding off on MW2 shit because they're making the multiplayer soon and they're gonna come out with it. I already know that they're gonna do that. I don't see why they wouldn't do that. The campaign's already out. What I'm talking about is I'm waiting to see, like, if we go here, go to games.
They're probably waiting. They're probably waiting for another game to tank and then just throw out Modern Warfare 2 remastered.
Yep, to save the day.
Kind of patch things up.
Yeah, because it's like you release the campaign, give me the fucking multiplayer.
It's just like Infinite Warfare all over again. Infinite Warfare tanked. It sucked. No one liked it. So in order to make their money back, they said, "Hey, you buy Infinite Warfare, we'll throw in Modern Warfare Remastered
Yeah.
for what was it, like $90?"
Yeah. Remember the Elite? That was a thing back in the day. Call of Duty
Call of
Elite.
Duty Elite.
Yeah.
It was a way to track your stats and.
Call of Duty Elite. Is that even a? Can you still do that anymore? No, it's closed out. That was a good idea. That came out with Modern Warfare 3. I'm talking about. Look, dude. I was so hyped for Modern Warfare 3. I fell for everything. Like, I bought their Ultimate Game Pass, which I think was $120. I bought like the special edition game. I was super hyped for MW3. Then I played it, and it was interesting. I'm not saying it's a bad game at all. I just don't remember it as. I guess my nostalgia isn't as fond as Modern Warfare, Modern Warfare 2, and that has nothing to do with MW3 being bad at all. Because I remember playing Modern Warfare 1 with you and everybody else as young kids. You go, man, this game is great. It's so much different than Halo. You can finally fucking sprint. Like, how cool is that? I remember that being the biggest feature was sprinting. Because sprinting was like unheard of, mostly in like single player games. It was heard of, but Call of Duty, man, you could sprint. No more fucking walking and grenades. You can cook them, and you can no more grenades bouncing off walls, all ridiculous like. And so, don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with Halo. I love Halo, but Halo has a specific niche and style.
Halo was a different pace. I feel like Call of Duty, even if you miss a couple shots, you still had a chance to win. Especially COD 4 when everyone was figuring stuff out. You know how in Halo it was all about hit a headshot, and if you miss a headshot, especially when you're playing at like a top level, you're losing that gunfight.
Yeah, it's like CSGO as well. CSGO's like that.
And then in turn, you put like grenade throws and, you know.
Well, to be smart, you throw a grenade, let the grenade go off, shoot your AR, win every time. Or if you're really good BR, you jump, BR, headshot, 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 headshot. 4 headshots, you win. There's so many ways to play. Rocket launcher, shoot at ground, automatic kill, stuff like that. Because you can jump real high. Like I said,
shotgun, beat down.
Oh, yeah, shotgun, beat down, melee, gravity ham. Yeah. So, we have a whole bunch of... I loved Halo. Halo was awesome. I wish it would make a comeback. Because 5 sucked and the remastered was meh. But it's coming out on PC, so I'm playing it a little bit on PC, but... I don't know. I played, but yeah, like I said, with MW, Modern Warfare, I played this Call of Duty 4, played the shit out of that, and then I played Call of Duty 2. I think we were in middle school when that came out, wasn't it? No, we were in high school. Yeah, we were in high school. It was around. Were we? When did MW2 come out?
We were not in high school, bro. We were in middle school.
Middle school. I remember riding the bus.
Oh wait, actually.
God, we're old.
Warfare 2.
Yeah, 2009. So we were just in the peak of going to high school. So we were probably, I think, freshmen. 9th grade is where we did that. Yep. Damn, dude, think about it.
Well, no, it's funny because when you said that, I was thinking, and I was like, I think you're right. Because at the time when I was... Freshman year is when I moved to Louisiana.
Yeah, because I don't remember when this game came out. You were not living here because...
That's what I was just thinking, because I was like, I think I had a PlayStation at that point, and that's when I could have free live. Because at first I had an Xbox, and I was like, shoot, because I didn't want to have to pay for live.
Yeah, I remember we also...
Like, I might go back to PlayStation.
Because Brian was on PlayStation as well.
Yeah, and then I had PlayStation also. I was like, I'm just going to play PlayStation.
You had it on Xbox as well, if I'm not mistaken.
No, I had it on both, but then I was like, I'm tired of paying for live, so I got PlayStation. And then eventually I switched back to Xbox.
Yeah, I remember us playing a shit ton on Xbox. Because I remember Nathan, I was riding the bus with Nathan, and that's who I talked to about the game, and it wasn't you. So that's how I specifically remember that you were moved by the time that this game came out. I just remember because I remember sitting on the bus talking to Nathan and you weren't there to talk about it, so I used deduction skills. But
that's probably like the pinnacle game of Call of Duty.
Yeah, and then Call of Duty 3 came out, I think, in 2013.
That was a great game.
What, Modern Warfare 3?
Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah, Modern Warfare 2 is the pinnacle, like you said. Like, I want to get back into 3. I think 3 was a good game, but it's...
3 was okay.
You can still buy it right now. On 360. You can go to their website right now and buy it. I'm not even kidding. Like, look, you can go to their website right now. View server status.
I think I have it downloaded on my
Xbox. Oh, they're all online, man. We should totally play. That'll be fucking hilarious. Oh, no. Here we go. Let's see the oldest. Which is the oldest game they have that could be live?
Probably Black Ops 1.
Nope. It's Black Ops 2 Ghost Advanced Warfare. Now, I'm pretty sure Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 is still active.
No, but what you can do is you just buy... You could probably buy it... Is that the Microsoft store?
Yeah, that's Activision. Oh. This is to see if their online servers are still... Man, here's the game we need to be playing. Competitive right here, boys. Crash Bandicoot. World War II is still online. That game is so blocky. Let's see if Warzone's still up. Yep, Warzone's still up. Oop, Warzone's still up. That's a good thing I checked. Black Ops 3 is still up. Makes sense. Black Ops 2 has to still be up because Black Ops 2 was a phenomenal game. Even though I hated the Black Ops series, I just can't argue that they're a phenomenal game. Ghost is still up. Ghost integrated a lot of new things, which was neat. Dogs. Being like, you can send them out a different certain way. Advanced Warfare makes sense. Remastered makes sense. Infinity War. That'd be funny if Infinity War was all offline. That'd be hilarious. You know what I mean? So because it's like, oh wow, this game sucks. But yeah, like I say, when it comes to that type of stuff, there's so many good games. There's so many bad games. But all in all, I think Call of Duty can hopefully make the right decisions to become better.
Well, I think they did Warzone, right?
I just think, yeah, better than Blackout. Blackout, they were trying to make Blackout a concurrent thing, but I think they're going to officially keep Warzone separate from when Blackout...
Well, you can still go back and play Blackout.
Yeah, no, but...
still putting out, like, DLC stuff, because some people like Blackout better.
Well, I don't hate myself,
Warzone.
So...
I just hate the looting system. The looting system's so bad.
I hate the graphics. Have you tried playing that shit on PC? I play that shit on high, and it looks pixelated. Like, when I play Modern Warfare, I feel like I'm playing a fucking 2020 game. When I play Black Ops, Blackout that came out, I think, 2018, it feels like I'm playing a fucking 2008 game. It just doesn't look as crisp and clear as a game should be. It just... Treyarch now knows that it needs to step up its game. This year has to be one of the... Are they coming out with a new Call of Duty game this year?
They come out with a new Call of Duty every year, but this one is supposed to be Vietnam.
Oh, my... Dude, Battlefield already did it right. Don't fuck it up. Call of Duty... Treyarch... High school Treyarch? Is it Treyarch?
Well, they're going to release it, like, what's coming out in 2020 soon, but everyone's saying it looks like it's going to be a Vietnam game.
You better give me some fucking cool-ass shit.
Wait, well, it says Call of Duty Black Ops 5 release date is expected to be announced in the coming months by Activision. But it doesn't appear that it will be stealing the limelight from Modern Warfare, blah, blah, blah.
No shit, it won't. Like,
it could be Black Ops 5, but a lot of people are saying it looks like it's going to be a Vietnam game.
Yeah, Black Ops 5 official release date. What is the release date? Season show at the same time every year. So it's going to be released in November. We all know that.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
Will there be a campaign of Black Ops 5? The franchise famously skipped out on a campaign on its fourth release, which was bleh. On February 2020 episodes of the podcast, the next Call of Duty could reboot.
Black Ops 4
it's going to be a reboot.
My issue was the stem shot. Why was that a thing? Having to stab yourself with a syringe to heal?
Looks cool.
That was just dumb.
as I like the raps. The raps make sense.
You're talking about that was a kill streak?
Yeah, no, like you wrap yourself up with bandages. I like bandages. Bandages make sense.
I thought you were talking about the kill streak.
No. So apparently they may reboot the entire series because Black Ops 1 takes place in Vietnam.
Do you remember the raps, the kill streak from Black Ops 3? It was the little rolling explosives. Google that real quick. RAPS. Because when you said that, that's what I automatically thought of. Those things are actually pretty badass.
The balls.
Dude, it was so annoying when people called those in because you couldn't escape them. It was like imagine World at War dogs, but they explode. Because what they do is they chase you.
So you're telling me they put Ray's little robot ball and made it bigger?
Yeah, pretty much. Man. But they roll super fast, and if they touch you, they blow up. It was crazy.
Man, I want to go back and play the older games just to play them. You know what I mean? They were on sale on Steam, if I'm not mistaken. They were.
You know what would be cool if you get back into streaming? You could do like challenges, like get, I don't know, 20, 30 kills in each game, or
yeah,
like a checklist.
Get 30 kills in every Call of Duty. That'd be pretty interesting. I don't know if I'd be able to.
Well, the only thing is, like, if I don't have it, I don't know if I'd want to pay just to, play a couple games and then never play it again.
Let me show you the Call of Duty prices on PC. Let me just show you the gouging. $60 for 3. Go suck a dick, dude. That came out in 2015, bro. Black Ops 1, $39.99, 2010. Black Ops 2, $60. World at War, $20. Modern Warfare 2, $20. Why is that one from 2009 and that one's from 2010? I get Black Ops is good, but put that over my baby doll.
That's funny.
Warfare 2. Infinite Warfare is $39. Oh my god, it's the same price as Black Ops. That's the newer released one.
Well, no, the funny thing is, as soon as the new Call of Duty releases, no one cares about the old Call of Duty, so it's crazy that they have it at that price value. Because no one plays it.
I'd buy them all.
I'm not going to lie, the only people that buy it are the people that are trying to buy the new games and they get confused between the Call of Duty titles and buy the old one.
Yeah.
Like parents and stuff, they go to buy their kid the new game and then they get them the wrong Call of Duty. Because there's just so many. And they all sound the same.
Yeah, but good thing they're not buying them
Especially
on PC.
This year. Could you imagine how many people were so confused this year?
Yeah, cause
Call of Duty Modern Warfare when there was already COD 4 Modern Warfare.
Yeah, it was retarded. Like I said, there's so many games online right now.
So then the next Sledgehammer game is going to be Modern Warfare 2.
Modern Warfare 2? No, it's going to be Modern Warfare. Yeah, Modern Warfare 2. Yeah.
It's not going to be Call of Duty, it's just going to be Modern Warfare 2.
And then Warzone 8.
Yeah.
I just think they need to, hopefully they take the criticism. I think Warzone, they're going to keep that for a while. I don't see why they wouldn't. Since they made it its own individual entity, they're probably going to tell Black Ops to not do a fucking Battle Royale and stick... If they did do a Battle Royale, please have, what's that song? Buffalo Springfield. You have to have some Vietnam music if you helicopter in. Just imagine, they have, 5 helicopters coming in, or 5 or 6 helicopters flying over the map, and you drop from a specific helicopter, and you can pick, the songs from, 1970s, or not 1970s, whenever I think, what year was the Vietnam War? I could be off. Vietnam War. 1970, 1955 through 1975. So 1970s, 1960s, Vietnam music, like Buffalo Springfields and a couple of those, like the one that goes burn out, that one. Yeah, play that song and then put it. You know what I mean? Picture you have your 3 people like getting ready, all like has all that makeup on, like the you know how like, they're ready to go. They're all like have like the camouflage. They're at it, and all you hear is that music, and you just drop down. You know what I mean? How cool would that be? And you have all these helicopters, and people drop. All right, Activision, hire me as your idea guy. I have tons of them. I can give you what you need, and I can make your game succeed. Just saying.
There you go.
But like I said,
Guaranteed.
if they did that, I think more people would be interested, because if it is in Vietnam War, it'll make it more relatable. But if they do one giant ass helicopter, get the fuck out of here. You need to have multiple helicopters in a triangle shape, so it gives people who happen to be on the far right, like, but they technically have all the same drop point, if that makes any sense.
They all meet in the middle.
Yeah, they're all dropping from the middle, but it's really cool because you get
No, they all meet in the middle.
Oh yeah.
So you start on the outer circles, and they all just meet in one.
Oh yeah, that'd be nice. Yeah. And then they should what's it called? You can customize a helicopter you're in, so you get individual ones. It makes you feel not individual, but like
May have like the trails from Apex.
Yeah, stuff like that. If they did stuff like that, I think it'd be pretty cool. You know, when you're dropping, you could do like you said, trails. Like when you're dropping, you can have like little little emotes behind you or something like that. That'd be pretty cute for people to grab. But like once they do that, I think Black Ops 4, Black Ops 5 is pretty much just gonna be. It could be a reboot, rebooting the whole series, which would be pretty interesting. But then again, rebooting worked for Modern Warfare. It could work again, so we'll see how it turns out. But I think they need to work on their animations, their graphics, everything before they move on. Because
I will say that Modern Warfare does have good graphics and stuff, but on console, not on the Xbox One X, but just the day one Xbox, it's hard to see people when there's a lot of like brush or forest or in like the winter area. It's pretty hard to see people because there's a lot of noise, you know.
Yeah.
But
it's just
other
weird.
Than that, the graphics are pretty good.
Because whenever I play Black Ops 4, the graphics just don't. It's the distance. To me, it's the. I think if I just go through and change my settings, I may be able to see something. But it's like.
Yeah.
I don't know. I may go back and play it tonight. I think I have it installed. Yeah, I've installed. I'm going to go through later, not right now, and see what the graphics look like. You know what I mean? And kind of see if maybe the graphics are set up wrong. Because it just looks bad. But then again, I always played it on console and never played it on PC. So that may also be my issue.
Probably the issue.
Because, no offense, consoles,
better graphics, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially if you have a graphics card to handle it.
They're about to release the 3000s in NVIDIA. So.
Oh boy.
I'm going to stick with my 280 Ti until about another year, 2 years. You know what I mean? It's still valuable. It still works for me. So I think I'm settled on that one. So let's move the topic to Valorant. We played it recently, I think 2 days ago. Right? Yeah, 2 days ago. Yeah. We played it yesterday.
Valorant yesterday.
Let me tell you something, man. My memory is about as foggy can get. But, yeah, we played yesterday. We played days before. Do you think this game, after playing it now, do you think it's still going to be as popular as CS in the future?
I think that Valorant has a lot to offer, but competitive-wise, I don't think so.
I think the supers ruined the competitiveness.
I think it's kind of a trend, kind of like Overwatch. I know that it's still played competitively, but it's not huge. Valorant's pretty big right now. I don't think that they're gonna stay at the hype that they're at. But then that goes to show, because a lot of games nowadays, with all the free games that are being released, it's kind of hard to stay on top of that. I think that's why Warzone was released as a free game, because you have games like Fortnite, Apex, you know.
Yeah.
Fortnite was the only game anyone was playing, not only, but like a lot of people were playing Fortnite upon release, just because it was a free game, everyone had to try it, it was the only battle royale. Then came like Apex, and then people started hopping on that trend because they were like, well, I'm not into this building shit,
Yep.
I'm gonna try this game, and then that game was fun. And then Blackout came out. Everyone hopped on that bandwagon, and then it's just gonna be a common trend. The next free game that's a battle royale to come out, people are going to play.
Yes.
Just because when everyone's learning that beginning cycle, whenever it's fresh for everyone likes that feeling of like learning new stuff, playing a new game, and
I think CS:GO's free to play right now.
yeah, it's been free to play.
So I don't think I bought it. I bought it when it came out. Like bought it.
So did I. Yeah.
And a lot of people feel gypped, even though it was like I think like 3 years after it came out.
Well, no, so what they do is they offer like a Prime. What is it? It's called like Prime matchmaking. So basically, it puts you ahead of the queue for matchmaking, and then it also puts you with other people that paid for it.
Mm-hmm.
Because the issue is when you make a game free like that, people just start hacking and doing shit like that. So what they do is they put you can check something. It's called I want to say it's called Prime, and it'll put you in a lobby with other people that have Prime, which is they paid for it.
That's pretty neat. That's smart.
So, yeah.
They should do that with Warzone, where if you paid for it, you play with the played people, but if you play with the non-paid, you then join the non-playable.
Yeah, but that's still a lot of people in a lobby, and CS:GO, how many is it? 10?
Yeah, they're competitive.
5v5?
Competitive.
Yeah.
And non-competitive, it's
10v10. Casual.
Yeah.
Casual, that's...
I don't like that. I think they should keep... I remember when casual was just 5v5, then you had competitive 5v5.
But casual's different because you don't really depend on the economy as much because you don't have to buy armor. And I'm pretty sure, I'm not 100% positive on this, but even if you die, you still spawn with your gun, right?
Yeah.
The next round? Or you have to rebuy it?
Wait, what, in casual? You have to rebuy it, I think.
Okay. But you still don't have to buy armor. You spawn with armor. It's kind of weird.
That's weird. Casual doesn't train you to be ready for competitive. I think you just gotta hop in. But
in Counter-Strike also, as opposed to Valorant, the economy is way more brutal. In Valorant, you could save a couple rounds. Like in CS, to afford a good gun and armor, and okay, well I will say. I don't know. So, everyone needs like a smoke grenade for the most part in Counter-Strike, and then obviously flashbangs are important. So I feel like you spend a lot more money on flashbangs, smoke grenades, all that stuff, as opposed to abilities in Valorant, depending on your character.
Yeah.
For me, I play Phoenix, so all I really need is the firewall, and that's pretty much it. Firewall and the other ability to throw at the ground, but
yeah.
Do you spawn with that one?
Which one? The grenade? The grenade? Yeah.
Yeah. I think you spawn with that. Yeah. I don't think I've ever had to buy that.
You buy the grenade and you pay for flares, the flashbang, and the well, I don't like the flashbang. It's such a hit or miss. And half the teammates...
I always get the grenade and the wall. That's the only thing, because that's two things I can heal myself with. That's the only reason I get them. And the wall is helpful if my team's trying to push somewhere.
Yeah, I like Jet.
Yeah, Jet's pretty cool.
I play better with her. And then I like Sage, and then I like Viper. I just wish Viper was more utilized. The developers are trying to defend Viper because people were bitching that she's pretty shit. Because her super is fucking fantastic, but her utilization is pretty shit. Her walls don't stay up long. Like Sage's walls stay up very long. And the wall only deteriorates their health very little, but once they get out, it heals them back up. So it's like...
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But the cool thing about the super is everybody's health goes down to 1, except for Viper's. So it's a one-shot, basically, anywhere. And
yeah, we saw that one kid we were playing with, Clutch 1v3. He planted a bomb, used his ultimate, and then...
kills them all, basically, like 2-3 shots.
Kill them all in one shot.
Yeah. So when it comes to that kind of stuff, I think
Pretty
it's
nutty.
interesting how she can be utilized offensively and defensively. But like she has these spear orbs, but like when do you place them? You know what I mean? Like I hate when people place smokes right in the beginning of the game. I think you should save those till about
No,
mid
that's what I was
game.
saying. The guy placed smoke on C long when I had an op ready to,
And
you know,
I don't get it either
push
because
the
like
angle.
I guess yeah you can go, but like to me like playing Jet, mine would make more sense. I would toss it for you to get to the other side. It disappears in like I think like it's a 5 second. It's barely up there. His stay, like what's his name? The smoke guy. Not Omen, but the other guy. Omen does his does too. But if you play Jet, Jet stays there for like very short time, and then it disappears. It's not long. I use mine to get away. If I'm being shot at, I'll smoke, run away, or I'll speed through because I know where they are. I'll throw the smoke. They go, okay, he's not gonna push. I push through, kill them, and then or they kill me because more likely it's them killing me. But you'll push through, try to look cool, try to be cool, and then you die. So when it comes to that kind of stuff, I think placement is everything. While in CS:GO, everybody knows where to smoke at this point since it's been out for so long. Everybody knows when to flash. You can't turn back on flashes in Valorant, hence why he curves it so you can get them. But then you have teammates who they'll see it. Instead of running behind the wall, they'll just stare and get shot at and then bitch at you about it. That's how Valorant is. They fuck up and they'll bitch at you, and it's entertaining, and I love every bit of it. But like I say, when it comes to the smokes, I think if people learn how to place them properly, which is not in the beginning of the game. Your mic's muted, bud.
Is it?
Yeah. Now I can hear you.
Ah. Okay.
But yeah, like I say with the smokes, I think what's it called? I think Jet
Don't place it in the beginning of the game.
Yeah, Jet should be the only one in the beginning doing it. Not because I'm a Jet player, but I noticed that hers take like 2 seconds. Like, hey, Ian, I'm going C long. Can you put a smoke at the end of the tunnel so I can get in that small little area? Sure, got you. Throw smoke, gone in a few seconds. You're ready to go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or hey, Ian, hey, bridge guy, I need we're shifting areas, so put the smoke up. Hey, Viper. You know that place B where you have the heaven and then you have like the ropes and stuff like that, the rope map, all the ropes. B has the heaven that's up top, and then B has like Sage likes to put up a wall. Has that small? You go through B. If you're being aggressive, you'll go left, and then you'll go left to a little tunnel, and then to the right you'll see like opened area and a tower in the middle, and heaven up top. You know what I'm talking about?
Mhm.
A Viper could throw up a wall like at an angle to where the person can block out the heaven person to a degree, and you can go in and plant.
It's kind of high though. Does
But
the wall reach that high?
yeah, per se. But like, let's say if you want to run across, right? We can juke them. We'll throw it. You'll run across. I'll stay over here. They think I'm over there. I'll peek and they'll go, wait, Viper didn't go. But then you can go and kill them from the other side. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, the walls make sense. Sage's walls are very defensive. They're not meant to be aggressive. But they're also
It's really
good.
good for if you expect, like, if you are planting and trying to defend against that.
Yes.
So you can pretty much block off one way, and you'll know if they're pushing, they have to break down the wall.
Yep, or they'll have to go mid.
Yeah.
You put wall at B, go mid, and then they know you're going to be at mid because you can't go B. But they don't know that I have a jet, so I'll jump over. But they do know, because I realized that real quick.
Some people that use the wall offensively, like they'll op on top of the wall.
Yep.
Or get to, different vantage points because you just place the wall under you.
Yep. Also, you can put it under you and you get picked up, which I think is pretty neat. I think I said the game's interesting, and it's getting more and more.
Yeah.
Ideas are coming, and ability kills are becoming a thing now.
No, it's definitely cool, but I just feel like it's going to get to a point to where the only people, it's similar to Fortnite, the only people that are playing it are the people that are, willing to put in the time to learn everything, and,
I know Overwatch is dying because of Valorant. a lot of Overwatch players are going to Valorant because they think that the developers are better over there. Because Overwatch, Blizzard doesn't really listen. They've never fucking listened. Everybody's been asking for Classic for years, right? And in a conference, someone asked, "Are you going to create Classic?" And they go, and I quote, I'm not even shitting you. They go, "Well, you think you want it, but you don't want it." Well, they came out with Classic, and what revived WoW again? Classic. What does Shroud play? Classic. What does everybody play? I don't know. Classic. So everybody wants Classic because they want to go back down to the fucking roots. They enjoy that shit.
Yeah, but the issue is, if they're just climbing back down the rabbit hole and they're not, coming out with new stuff, not updating it, it's super hard to update a game such as Classic that people already love. Because how do you update something?
Well, they don't want it like updated, hence why Classic's a thing.
I know, but then how? Okay, so they still make money due to the subscriptions, but they also make money off of DLC and shit like that. So then how do you take a game like that and still make money off of it unless you introduce microtransactions, which they're trying to avoid, which is why they
already have them.
DLC. So what I'm saying is they're limiting themselves to only making money off of subscriptions, because you have to have a subscription service. But because RuneScape took the similar route of coming out with old school, and a lot of people like it. A lot of people, fell in love with it again, and they come across the issue is how do you make money off this? Because in RS3 they have microtransactions, and it ruined the game because you can actually pretty much pay to win, kind of, and they're trying to avoid that in old school, but they're not making money, off that. They're making money off RS3, even though it's not as popular as old school.
Well,
and I think that's the issue with going back. Even though a lot of people like it, then in their minds, how are they going to make money off this?
Well, I think what a lot of people get a little confused is, so if you get a subscription, right, you pay $15 for the base game, no DLC, all you get is all the way up to, I think, the latest expansion to a degree. So let's say if the latest expansion was, an example, Shadowland, right? Let's say if Shadowland dropped tomorrow, and you're like, hey, I want to play some WoW, but I don't want to buy all 8 expansions or whatever expansions to get to Shadowlands. Well, if you subscribe new, you get all of them. If you pay, I think you pay for it. I think it's like $40 or $30. You pay $30 in the subscription. You get all of the expansions except for the newest one. So you're all the way caught up, and you get a free boost. You know what I mean? Yay, boosts! But with Classic's part of the subscription. So let's say, I think World of Warcraft was at a low, I think like 14 or 5 million subscribers when they had like 15 at one point. And then you have these people who are dedicated to the Classic WoW that they have dedicated servers meant for that only. And there's like, people are selling the privilege to use those servers. You know what I mean? There are people are paying money for it and not playing the new World of Warcraft because they don't want to play it. So let's say you had, hypothetical, you had 1 million people play. So let's say, I'm pretty sure there's about 2 to 3 million people dedicated to Classic originally. I could say roughly that much. And when Classic dropped, all those 2-3 million people were like, okay, yes, we no longer get banned if we do that, so let's go to the new one. So they went to the new one, and that's about 2 to 3 million. And then other people heard about it, and they're like, wow, I want to try Classic. So a lot of people are putting in more money for it, and now they're probably, I think, about 10 million concurrent subscribers. But with that kind of thought process, they do have, what's it called? You can pay for aesthetics. Like, WoW has the ability to do aesthetics, so if you want a cool-looking dragon, pay $20, you get yourself a cool fucking dragon. Is everybody in WoW going to make fun of you for it? Yes, because you paid money for it. Buying mounts is like a disgrace, apparently. Disgrace. I don't buy mounts. I buy the deal. I pay, like, for the max, like, there's like an $80 DLC. I pay for the max of the DLC. I get my cool little skin. I get my cool little pet. I'm okay. I have a corgi that wipes its own lava ass because it's a lava corgi, and it wipes its ass on the ground. It's awesome. These little lava trails. But when it comes to that kind of stuff, I think WoW needs to focus on what the customers want, because if you don't, you're fucking stepping on your own foot at that point. But it's to a degree. To a degree. You can't listen to them all the time, because some people are just stupid. Some ideas are just purely stupid. But like Pokemon, I don't know if you ever heard about what the CEO of Pokemon said. He goes, if I put all of your ideas in one, it'd be a shit game. Because people want so much in Pokemon. They want this, they want that, they want that, then they want this, they want this. And it's just like, Pokemon's good the way it is. It's just a very easy game. They added XP share now with every Pokemon, when XP share used to be so hard to get.
You talking about Pokemon Go?
No, Pokemon Go is garbage. I'm talking about like Pokemon games in general. They wanted like
well, there was a new Pokemon game, Sword and Shield.
Yeah, fun game, but it's easy.
Is that on the Switch?
Yeah, you have to be stupid not to be able to beat that game. No offense to anybody who's stupid enough not to beat the game. But the game is pretty easy. Remember back in the day how you had to level up each Pokemon individually, like in Gold and Silver when we played? Yeah, no longer. Everybody has XP. So if you beat a boss, everybody levels up.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, XP share is a thing. So
What I was going to say is, I saw a lot of people playing it upon release, and you can, so the way you catch stuff is you just run in grass and stuff like you would normally.
Yeah, they made it look really good. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool. Like, you could have a bike and stuff, and I saw people were hunting, shinies, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
I
was watching it, even though I haven't played that since I was young, you know.
Sword and Shield is a good game. I'm not going to say it's a bad game. I think it's interesting. They put it in new ideas. They made it to where gym badges are like football. Like, you have a stadium you go into, and you battle it out, and now Pokemon can get super large. But I just don't like it. I beat the game, and now I'm at the point where I need to go catch the legendary. I'm just out of it, man. I really don't give a shit about these Sword and Shield fuckfaces. I already beat the gym. I already beat the boss battle. I already have this cool legendary dragon. I really don't give two shits about the Sword or the Shield Pokemon, because I don't want to have to keep... They keep making me... Like, my Pokemon are level 80 to not 100. Why am I battling level 70s? It doesn't make any sense to me. I'm winning. They can't beat me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Alright, there are super Pokemons, a fucking water Pokemon. Alright, I guess I'll bring up my fucking grass. I'll turn him to a super big dude, do one super, win the game. Wow. But I just don't like that. That's why
that's when it starts to get repetitive.
Yes. I beat the gym badges. It's interesting. I'm leveling them up. I'm grinding. I grinded so much in that game, because before you even get your first badge, if you grind hard enough, you can get your Pokemon to level 100 and still control them.
Yeah, that's the whole issue I had with Destiny. Like, it was super fun at first. I grinded the shit out of it, and I just overplayed it because it got to the point to where, kind of like you said, I got to where, what was the point? Because the whole issue with Destiny was 1 and 2 both shared the same theme. Once you do like a raid and you get an item, you can't do it until next week, and it's just like, if you're gonna make me wait, it got to the point to where I would only sign on, do the raid for the week, and then wait till the next week.
We did that because of WoW does that.
No. But what I'm saying is, I understand why they did it, because they wanted to like
make you
put
stay.
The life expectancy of the game, make it higher, because if you have to pace yourself to keep playing it, then chances are you're gonna play it like later on. Because if you hurry up, do the raid 20 times, you know, in a day, you'll have all the items.
Yeah.
So it makes sense, but at the same time, it's like, I got on to play this game and I can't even do what I want to do, because everything else besides that part was so repetitive. I mean, it's just NPCs spawning, and you just kill them and they drop random shit. But you can't do anything with it. The only way you could get better gear was by doing the raid, and you couldn't do that but once a week. So I mean, it was kind of counterintuitive, and that's what killed the player base.
Destiny 2 is not too bad anymore.
Well, I'm sure it's good now, but now I have no intentions to play it because I've been tied into the Battle Royale, you know.
Yeah, the addiction to Battle Royale.
Yeah.
Yeah, when it comes, I was playing Destiny, and I enjoyed Destiny, but fuck is the story boring. Like I was playing, I tried to replay it. I just can't,
Yeah.
man. I just don't fucking care anymore. They waited too late to make it an optimal thing. If that makes any sense. You didn't hear a word I said. Your mic's muted.
My mic's not muted. I took my headset off.
You said something, and then your mic. You said something. All I see was your mouth move, and nothing came out.
No, I fixed my hat. So I took my headset off.
Like I said, with Destiny, I just think the story, it lost me, man. Destiny 1 was really good when it came out. Story was awesome.
Yeah.
And story came out but the DLC is such a shitstorm. They have one big DLC, which is Season 1. Then they have Season 1 mini DLCs. And then you have Season 2. Then you have Season 2 mini DLCs. That's just annoying.
It was just kind of bland. Like, I will say compared to, like, Halo and all these other story modes that were fun, it's just like, you didn't really have a care behind it because you didn't have any basis, any structure. It was just like, oh, we're killing these guys.
Yep.
What for?
You want the lore? Go to the website.
Yeah,
Because everything was in the grimoire.
So it's like, you're doing all this shit, but you don't know why, and you're just like, oh, okay, cool. And that's why no one really, stuck with it. I'm sure I could probably look on Twitch and still find people playing the game.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I'm just curious, just for the sake of it. Let's see who has the most viewers on Destiny. I have to go scroll. Wait, Halo 2 is above it, I think. Destiny. Let's see.
If you go, let me go to screen.
Destiny 2. So let's see.
Crucible. Is Crucible really higher than Destiny right now? No way.
Okay, so there actually is someone with 1.2k viewers playing Destiny. It says Trials free carry, so Trials of Osiris or Trials of the 9.
And he's carrying people for free.
Yeah, so that's probably why a lot of people are watching.
No way.
The second viewers is only 632.
I don't see Destiny on the list. I see Counter-Strike, World of Warcraft.
I had to search it. I couldn't find it on the list. I had to search it in the search
bar.
Oh,
I bet you $50 he's shadow banned. To a degree.
Oh, well, I don't know. But he's only got 1.2k viewers, which is still a lot of viewers, but for a game with 4.2 million followers, that's not that great.
Yeah, he's sponsored by Scuf. He's sponsored by Secret Labs.
Well, I will say that...
He has a good setup, 100%.
Well, no, but what I was going to say is, so people like him will thrive because he doesn't really have much competition. If you look at Call of Duty, you have professionals on Call of Duty that didn't really have that social media presence, but they still went to like LAN events and won tournaments and stuff.
Yeah.
That only have like, 40, 50 viewers because there's so many people streaming it.
Yeah,
I was looking
Destiny
at it the other day. They have like Doug is Raw. He has 420 few viewers. That dude drops 30 bombs like nothing. But you have people at the top like, let's see who's at the top right now. Symphony, Cloaksy, TP, King Richard.
The number one right now is live chat. That's because I think Forson's on it, and PokeLaws, and a lot of girls.
I'm just saying, like,
a lot of
girls.
Crazy.
It's kind of crazy how you have these people that used to be pros or still pros in Call of Duty, and like this guy Mir, he was a Call of Duty pro. I don't know if he still is. I don't think so, but he was a pro in Black Ops 2. Black Ops 2 and Ghost and such. He has 138 viewers right now.
The number, how much?
138.
138,000?
And he's a Call of Duty pro. No, 138.
Oh, I thought you meant like the most number one watched, and right now is a Korean
I'm just saying,
dude.
In comparison to some of these kids that are just YouTubers, this kid used to be a pro, has 138 viewers.
The number one player right now is Minecraft. And he's Korean.
I'm just talking about Modern Warfare. What are you talking about?
It's a Korean player. He's the #1 player right now on Twitch. He has 51,000 viewers. I mean, he's just
No, I
playing
know.
Minecraft.
I'm just talking about Modern Warfare. I was saying that there's people that are just YouTubers and stuff that have higher viewers than people that were Call of Duty pros. They have there's this one kid that's a YouTuber, has 2,500 people watching right now, and then there's a kid that has won tournaments in Call of Duty, has 160 viewers. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but like some people say, it doesn't matter. Skill doesn't matter to people. Like there's a different skill and personality-wise. Shroud just happens to have really good skills and a pretty good personality. Yeah. Like, to me, he seems like a genuinely good guy. But when he plays, you should know that he's not going to talk to chat a lot while he plays. And a lot of people are okay with that. But there's some people who just, like, don't talk. Yeah, like, I'm on the Twitch subreddit. And a lot of them go, and chat doesn't talk to me. Nobody wants to talk to me. Well, then you watch some of his videos. There'll be people talking in chat, and he looks at him, says something small, and then ends the conversation there. You know what I mean? Like, fuck, what do you expect? If you're not going to talk back to chat and entertain them, then, you know what I mean, why bitch? But then again, I don't think they know that they're not interacting enough, so hence why they post, but I don't know. This is just interesting. Live streaming is such a interesting so if you see like Mixer right now, Mixer, let's see, categories, Call of Duty has 6,000. I feel like you can make it bigger on Mixer than you could on Twitch right now for small streamers.
I feel like Facebook's probably the best. Just because you could have that starter fan base, family and friends and stuff.
Yeah, like the #1 game right now is Call of Duty on Mixer. So Facebook streaming, Whoop. Let's see. Who's the biggest on Facebook streaming? I think Valorant maybe. Thank you for subbing. Just get the shit out of me. But yeah, I can see Facebook. I just don't like Facebook because it gives up your name. Hence, yeah, so that's why I don't do it. It gives up, like, if you follow or you start talking shit, the guy can look up your profile while you talk shit and straight up dox you right on the spot. That's what Disguised Toast said. He goes, "Oh, nice talking, blah, 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 blah," and the person just kind of left. He left the whole chat, didn't say anything after that. You know what I mean? So, like, he can look you up. You can right-click on your name, drag it over to the side screen, and dox you right fucking then and there. Hence why I don't do Facebook live stream.
Yeah.
But, like, you could do it, since you're not an affiliate, you could also do Mixer, stream Mixer while also streaming on...
Yeah, I kind of stopped doing that just because it takes a lot of bandwidth, and it's like I'd rather have one good functioning stream than two half-assed
I'm surprised
streams.
you didn't switch to Mixer.
Well...
Mixer has a better startup than you would on Twitch.
I mean, yeah, if you use the spotlight, but other than that, the viewership isn't as good as Twitch.
Yeah, but...
There's more people watching Twitch. I know what you're saying because it's smaller, but I don't know.
It's hard to get big in Twitch compared to Mixer, hence why I'm saying I might go to Mixer for a little bit, but I'm pretty sure I'm just going to come back to Twitch again with...
Yeah, but you're already a partner, right?
I'm an affiliate. I have to wait 24 hours before I can stream on Mixer. So, other than that, it's not too bad. But yeah, I think we can leave the podcast for today. I think we had fun, right?
Yeah, fun.
Yeah, I had fun. It was pretty fun. I like having podcasts. I know we didn't really have any viewers at all, so but I'm also gonna post this on YouTube, and I think the last video got a couple of views, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. Ooh, kill count. All right, sorry, I love kill count. It's one of my favorite YouTube channels. Dead Meat. Your channel. Ooh, well, I got a big dick. Thank you. I'm just kidding. Nobody said that. Yeah, we have 4 views, so it's more than viewers we have now. And I'm not even a viewer, so I don't know who watched it. 4 people did. Was it you? Were you one of them?
Can't say.
But yeah, so I think we had a good chat. So thank you for being here. Let me give you a little host. Let me give you a little guest spotlight. A little bit of spotlight right there. Look at you.
Oh.
Any shout outs you want to do? Any shout outs?
I'd like to shout out Curly Pixels, twitch.tv/CURLYPIXELS.
That's the spell check.
Check my boy out. He does live streams on Valorant. He likes to play Call of Duty. Not really. He doesn't like to play Call of Duty, but he'll play when I drag his ass on Call of Duty. So check him out. It's a lot of fun. And feel free to subscribe, especially if you have Twitch Prime. It's free. May as well use it. So that's twitch.tv/curlypixels.
Thank you.
Back to you in the studio.
Back at moi. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, wrong one. One more animation. There we go. But yes, thank you everybody who watched or who is going to be watching in the future. I prefer live stream podcasts over just typical podcasts. There's more guest interaction when there are guests, and also too, if I fuck up, it's entertaining to watch. So, because my history popped up on accident, and people now know I look at Latinos. So I'm just gonna call that out right now. But anyway, I don't know. I hate when you. I hate history. But anyway, everybody have a great night. Or great.
Use Microsoft Edge next time.
Morning. Yeah, Edge, man. I need to start using Edge. But yeah.
That's funny.
Oh well, who really cares at this point? Nobody's really gonna judge me. Everybody watches porn. But anyway, everybody have a good night or good morning. Damn it. Have a good morning and have fun. The YouTube video should be posted up in once I get this recorded, I'm just going to post it, and then I'm going to transfer it over. So it should take about, I think, 3 hours, maybe.
Good.
I don't know. But yeah, thank you, everybody. I know we just got a random new viewer. Thank you for viewing. We're about to end, but you could also watch the VOD if you like, or go into my YouTube channel and watch it from there. But everybody have a great day. I had a great time. It was fun. Thank you again, Ignant, for being a guest. You were wonderful. We had a lot of conversations and stuff.
Appreciate you inviting me, bud.
No problem. I'll have to do it again sometime, maybe next week or a week after that, and we can have you on. All right then, toodles.
Later.